Hi guys, Will here and welcome back. So we're just back on the DAX this morning. It's just a few minutes after the open now, and I just realized recently we've been so focused on content. We've pretty much shared no live trade videos, and I know it's nice to actually see inside a strategy in real time, right? So in today's video we'll take a trade together here on the DAX, on the Germany 30 as it's otherwise known, using the mechanical rules behind our price reversion strategy, and you can just follow along and again see inside it really. So I'll walk you through what I'm doing. We'll take the trade together, and win or loss, let me just make that clear for one, whether this is a win or a loss, I will still be sharing this on the channel either way. So just to actually explain the price reversion strategy to you, for those of you who don't have the rules yet, we're actually looking at our entry trigger on screen right now, which if this candle does close pointing upwards, if it does close green or grey, seeing as I've got my chart set to black grey instead of red green, that will then tell us to buy the market. That's what we're waiting for here. And the rules also actually tell us exactly where to place our target and our stop loss to 1 point plus spread below the low. So I've got my finger on the buy button to actually get in. I'm just waiting for this candle to close upwards. The DAX, it can be a wild market sometimes. It can zip around on a whim. So it's important to actually wait for the candle to close before executing, to make sure that that first rule is met. Our entry trigger does actually confirm itself. Yep. There we go. Right, so that's our entry trigger telling us to buy. Yeah, so that's us in the trade. I just need to push my stop loss down so that it meets our entry rule of 1 point plus spread below low. And believe it or not, that is us completely done with that trade now. And I know what you're thinking to yourself. Good God, that is a boring way to trade, right? But that's the point. All we care about here is if we just come in every day, wait for the entry trigger and take the trade, same thing every day, without any analysis or reading the news or hours of screen time, or without making any adjustments to the trade, and so on and so forth. Do the rules consistently provide us with a profit if repeated over the long term? That's all we care about. And the answer in this case is yes, they do. So again, that is all we do via this strategy and all of the other strategies too. That's all that really mechanical traders do. They come in the morning, they wait for their entry triggers on the markets that they trade, and you can use the rules across multiple markets too. So wherever you are in the world, whatever your time zone, you just select the markets that work for you. And as soon as your rules are actually met, you take the trade and off you go. It's that simple. Again, there's no emotion involved. There's no worrying about where do I get in, where do I get out. There's no hours of screen time or worrying about missing a setup due to having a busy day job. You're just told, 1, this is the market to trade. 2, at X time of the day, wait for Y to happen. And 3, when Y happens, take the trade in, let's say, Z direction, place a stop loss here, a target here, and just walk away. Go and have breakfast, right? And in fact, that's my next job now that this is taken. So let me go and have my honey on toast and a cup of tea. Don't judge me on my breakfast choice. I'll leave this running in the background, and I'll come back and update you on the trade in half an hour or so. Back soon. Right guys, just back, and we are more or less well on our way to target at the moment. So currently touching on just below £350, so looking pretty good on this, but we're not quite there yet, not quite at target yet. So as ever, nothing to do here but stay patient sit on our hands, and just actually let our edge play out. But even at this stage, I mean, it's 8 a.m. in the morning right now, and even if we did, let's say, take this £350 off the table right now, it's a lot of money to make before most people have even arrived at work, right? Before most people have even set off for work, isn't it? Now, it's not life-changing money by any means, but to be able to add that amount to the bank balance by literally waiting for an entry trigger and then pressing a button by 8 a.m. in the morning, that's 3-4 days, maybe even a week's wage to some people, isn't it? And we could just add that to our trading account in, well, literally one click right now. Take it out, go and enjoy it if we wanted to. And there aren't many jobs out there that make that possible, are there? And for those of you who might be thinking, but how consistent is this strategy? This is just one trade, right? Well, if you haven't already heard the interview that I did with our client, Mark Koplow, recently, which is also here on the YouTube channel, this is, I believe, Mark's favourite strategy of the 4 that we actually trade together. And he says it himself in this email that he sent to us a few days back now. He says, I'm up 30% so far, with the month as of today having brought in 10.9R with a 67% win rate. Really, really great feedback. And again, all he's done to actually achieve that is follow the rules. Literally, that is it. Just like you've seen me do here today. Just when A happens, do B. If no A happens, do nothing. And rinse and repeat each day. It's that simple. Anyway, I'll leave this alone for now, and I'll come back to you with an update later on. Right, just back, and it looks like, unfortunately, we're taking a loss on, yeah, there we go. Yeah, not to worry, always a shame to see a trade do this well and then turn around, but it does happen. See, some traders out there who are watching this right now might think, well, why didn't you just close out earlier and add that £350 that we had on screen to the bank balance, right? But see, because we have an edge over the market, win or lose, it's irrelevant on a trade-by-trade basis. And for those that don't know what an edge is, what it means is you know for certain, absolutely certain, that if you follow your strategy rules time and again, rinse and repeat each day, that you will make money over the long term as your edge plays out, backed up by statistical proof. And I'll show you the trade log, I'll show you the statistics behind this strategy. And if we take last month as an example, I mean, look at how strong a month we had. And this is the thing, if you're trading without a strategy, without a framework in place, or if you're trading using, let's say, analysis, discretion, without clear proven rules in place, not only are you actually unable to build this data to even look back on, to actually verify your actions, all in all, you're completely blind to the true performance of your strategy. Whereas with mechanical rules in place, again, there's no ifs, there's no buts, there's no guesses or predictions, there's no technical analysis or indicators or anything that just adds complexity, right, and confusion. As mechanical traders, we have one job. Come in, wait for our entry trigger, take the trade, done, walk away. And that's enough to make, well, more than enough money per week, per month that anyone needs, that's for sure. And if you would like to learn the rules for this strategy, our price reversion strategy, I'll pop a link in the description for you, and they're waiting for you on that next page. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed taking a look inside the price reversion strategy with me today. Hopefully that's added value for you all. I'll leave it there for today, and as always, trade with edge, with consistency, and I look forward to having you back here on the channel soon. Thanks, guys.